Good? You can read the link?
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. We're on take 3 now. See if I can find it here. Take 3. Yep. Here we go.
Hi, Jeremy. Welcome to our 3rd try. I'm not getting stuck. I'm not getting stuck. YouTube really doesn't like us today.
It really does not. Like, at all.
We're going to try Google Hangout a little bit tomorrow. We're going to see how we do with that. But we will stick with this for today. But
We're
going to hang out.
We're going to start with live, and then we will switch to a hangout.
Dylan said being a mom is not in YouTube's terms of service.
Apparently, you yelled at your daughter. It was right after I yelled at Sunny to do the dishes, so I don't know. Maybe that could be it.
Exactly. That's right, Ashlyn. They're mad because we have better geometry class than their basic and boring channels.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so have you guys taken pictures?
I know Ashlyn has.
Have you taken some pictures of you in your American flag stuff and sent them to us? Because we're going to need to shoot some up here while we're waiting for everyone to rejoin take 3.
Oh, dang, Ashlyn. America!
What do you mean, do you need to?
Look at that.
Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, I'm posting these on Instagram, by the way. New Tech Engineering Instagram.
Wow. That is impressive, actually. I'm not, how, like, did you Photoshop that? Because how does your leg do that?
Stretching.
Like that? I'm still trying to figure out what her leg is doing.
She's doing the split standing up.
Wow. Okay.
Right, wait, there's another one.
Okay.
You really did get your cardio.
Oh, awesome.
Action shot.
Woo!
America!
That's great.
Imagine not being flexible.
Yeah, imagine that. I'd have to imagine it.
I also have. Let's see.
YouTube is not telling you to go back to sleep. Look, they're just trying to keep you hopping.
The Sir Winnicki.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Valley Forge.
Yep.
And I gotta re-airdrop these.
You're connected.
We good now?
Yeah, I think so.
This is my niece. She's dressing up with us. My sister goes, "What's more American than a baby in a Jeep with a bandana?" You guys are not going back to sleep.
All right, so I feel like we could maybe just go ahead and get started. What do you think?
All right. Gotta find the agenda again. Today is Wednesday. All right. So we are. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better. We are in post-prom, and our objectives are to sketch or design an isometric and/or multi-view. Yesterday, you were supposed to start either one or the other, and then also to calculate the area of sectors and concentric circles. we're going to do a Q&A. So yesterday we ran out of time. By the way, speaking of time, we have been reading feedback. So you guys have been giving us feedback on that survey. It's still linked on the agenda if you need to give more feedback. One of the big things that we saw throughout all of it was that this is too long. But over the weekend, we did send out a message saying we would be available on our devices from 9 to 10 a.m., so an hour before we go live, at 10 o'clock to 11-ish, and it said ish.
Yep.
We would go live, so for 1 hour we will be live, and then we would be online again, ready to answer questions, FaceTime, whatever, from 11 until noon.
So basically, our class is an hour and a half long. Actually, a little bit more than an hour and a half, but about an hour and a half long. And so we're cutting it short with just an hour so that you have time to work with like your group work time or to do, like the flipped instruction, like the video with the notes or whatever it is that you need to do. We're taking this e-learning where we can't just stop learning, right? That's why it's called e-learning. You're actually learning. So in order to be able to do that, we need the same amount of time that we would normally have with you guys. And actually, like we were saying in the last one, take two, we were saying that it's actually taking us more time doing this e-learning than what it would normally take us, just to kind of convert everything to the e-learning format. Whereas it may take you guys a little less time. I don't know, maybe it might take you more time just because you're having to collaborate virtually with your groups. But we are going to try to be very conscious of the time that we're taking. And so if there's like time spent here that could maybe be spent on your own, like when it makes sense for you guys to do it, then we'll do that. So anyway, the first thing is the Q&A. So that's over the, I gotta sneeze. And that's not the corona distancing. I know. Right into my elbow. Not anywhere out. It went in here. You're now infected. Okay. So anyways, we're going to start with the Q&A over the video. Oh, thanks. And so that was the sectors. So first of all, what is a sector? You need to know that. You need to know how to calculate the area of a sector. And then the concentric circles is just like a circle within a circle where you have the same center point. That was not loud at all. Anyway, so I'll take questions. My concern was that there were a lot of you not wanting to wait on the notes. You were wanting to just jump right in. Some of you jumped right to the exit quiz. I'm not really sure why you wouldn't have even done the IXL practice first, but you jumped right to the exit quiz and miraculously got them all right. This is brand new content that you've never had before, and somehow you just knew it. You just knew how to do it. That was so weird. Anyway, some of you did do the IXL, and I could tell like you missed a couple problems like early on, and then like you must have read on how to do it and you learned it through that, and that's fine, but I still need you to do the problems that I gave you on the video. Because there is a direct connection to the project on that note sheet. Last project, you guys said we wanted more of a direct connection from like what we were learning and doing in the workshops to the project. So that has that direct connection for you. I do listen to you guys, I promise. And so I put that in there. You do need to do those notes, and those do need to be submitted. So if you did them yesterday and you didn't know that there was a submission, there's a submission. It's linked in the agenda. And then I'll take any questions you guys have on that, like, because the problems that I had you practice and then I just showed the answers to, I didn't really like talk through the answers. So if you have questions on that, you can ask. If there was a question on the IXL practice, because you've already jumped ahead and did it, you can ask during this time. But we are going to set a timer, and it'll be a 10-minute timer that allow you to go and do those problems on IXL if you didn't do them yesterday. But it also allows time for you guys to ask questions. So if you're coming up with a question as you're working on it, you can ask during that time.
In order to ask questions, you can send it in the chat. If it's hard to like form a question by typing it, you can also FaceTime Like we've got our iPads, you can FaceTime us.
Yep. I've got mine right here.
You can send screenshots of something in a Canvas message. Like, don't get stuck on the escalator. That's what this whole thing is all about. Like, we can't get stuck.
So once we do the 10-minute timer for the IXL, then we'll do quizzes. We'll do a live version, so you guys are competing against each other, and you can see who's winning. We'll have to give some virtual. We still haven't figured out the virtual candy thing. We got to figure that out. Some virtual winners, so we can somehow give you guys something. And then after that, let me see if I can. Oh yeah, then it's just the group work time. So I think that's when we'll go off. Are we going to go offline at that point so they can work in groups, or are we going to stay live so they can ask questions?
We can set up a hangout.
Okay, so we may set up. Would you guys rather us set up a Google Hangout? Hangout is where you can actually like talk like an audio with each other, and like we could be in there, and then you guys could just get on there and talk to us. Like we can do that during the group work time.
If you don't know what a Google Hangout is, like basically I will send a link out to everybody through a Canvas message. It's a video. I can show like my screen on my iPad so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So like if you need help with your sketches or something, you can do it that way. But you can just basically join in and ask questions, and like you can either just do audio or you can do like a video of yourself. I think you can show your screen also so we can see what you're seeing. So it's kind of cool.
Would you rather have, so we'll just need you to comment, like, would you rather have the Google Hangout, or would you rather us continue with just the live through the group work time?
It is like a mass FaceTime. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
A big FaceTime. But I can like show my screen instead of just my face. So if you want to see, like if you're not sure how to start sketching something, I can start doing it.
But can we see their screens?
Yeah.
They can allow to see.
Sure, yeah, pretty sure there's a little button. I just started playing with it last night, so it's kind of new to me also, so we can learn together.
So, Riley, can you tell us what, like the Hangouts or the live, YouTube live?
A lot of people want to hang out. You guys want to hang out with us, isn't that it?
Yeah. We're just so much fun. They love hanging out. And maybe we could have the music play in the background and not get copyrighted.
Probably not.
You don't think?
I don't know.
I mean, it's Google Hangout. You have to be able to hang out and listen to music, right?
Yeah, I think so. As long as you guys are using, I think you can do it with your school Gmail, I hope. I don't know what the restrictions are, but I mean,
well, Sunny was in it.
Yeah, Mr. Marler has been using it, so I think you can use it with your school Gmail, and the little buttons. My drive here, the little buttons that we have up here on your apps. If you click that, there's like a Hangout.
Dylan's saying I can't be a mom. I can't yell at my kid through it. They'll probably shut us down. I don't have to. I hear the dishes clanking. She's in there doing dishes right now, so it's all good.
She didn't like getting yelled at in front of the class. But yeah, there's a Hangout here. There's also an app for it, so you guys could download the app, but we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. Let's go back to the agenda, finish reading through that. Assessments today would be the exit slip in your group's design. Some of you still have not completed your research and brainstorming.
Wow.
I sent y'all a message last night saying turn something in, anything in, so I can give feedback. And I am in the middle of giving some feedback right now. We're pretty close to having 2 more groups in 4-5, but still need some people to submit 4-5.
If any of you guys know, like maybe you know someone that's in the class that like they're struggling to be able to have Wi-Fi daily, or like there's a reason that they're not completing stuff, like could you reach out to us and be their advocate and let us know so we can kind of help with the process? We'd appreciate it.
Some of you guys are struggling getting group members to participate. We have been calling home. We've been doing more home phone calls than ever before, I think. But I know there is a person that's struggling with that. I won't call you out. We already called you out earlier. You know who you are. On your dashboard, and maybe I need to do it from my iPad, but on your Canvas app dashboard, scroll to the bottom, and it will say PPP 1/2 group 5. I think that's the actual group. Click on that, and then go to where it says announcements when you're in that group page, and you'll see the link to get into your Google Drive folder. Also in that group is where like you might see some discussions, your group trying to get a hold of you that way. So like if I messaged you and said you're officially in a group, on your dashboard, scroll to the bottom and find the group that has PPP, Project Post Prom, and the group number. And then from the dashboard, you guys can collaborate, or from your group page, you can collaborate there, and you can go to Google Drive, your special link in Google Drive. So yeah. All right. And then again, if you want to take that survey on your e-learning experience, you can. We might, maybe after today, I'll add some other questions about the Google Hangout. Maybe I'll do something like that so you guys can tell us how Hangout went. We will be live tomorrow, 10 o'clock again. Tomorrow's theme.
Hey, stop with the side conversations. Don't be rude and talk while we are. Come on.
Tomorrow's theme, we would love to see you in your prom attire. So dress up for prom.
I mean, this is a post-prom project, so prom.
Yep. You want to see it. In your fancy dresses, the tuxes, whatever.
Us in our fancy dresses or tuxes.
Yes. So.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
We need to start a timer. So this timer is going to be, let's do 12 minutes in case I have questions over the notes. Okay. And so you're going to have 12 minutes. And in that 12 minutes, we'll take questions over the notes that you guys had to do yesterday for the area of sectors and concentric circles. Or for you guys, this is the time for you to do the IXL if you didn't do it yesterday, the IXL practice over area of sectors and the concentric circles. And ask me questions if you have them as they come up. And if you need to, like, FaceTime me. So if you need to, kind of put the live to the side and FaceTime me, and I can talk you through it that way too.
You should be able to split screen too. Like, you can split screen YouTube. Yeah. I don't know why people are having such an issue with it, but you guys should be able to do that. So we're going to go 12 minutes. Please reach out to us if you have questions.
I don't have a device, so I know, but I mean, like, I can't work on my computer. I have this lovely thing.
Two more pictures I need to show too.
Oh, did you? But they keep sending them to you only, not me.
So pictures?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm here to one.
12 minutes to do work. Stop commenting random things and go do your work, Dylan.
Yeah, and you didn't do it, so you should probably be doing it. I know I graded the ones that were done.
Oh, no.
Yes, Gunner, so do them now.
Man, I wish we had our music that we could listen to.
Which is really weird because yesterday we had some salsa music going the entire time and they never copyrighted. Apparently they don't care about the salsa music. It's not important. It's whatever. Should I pull up FaceTime just in case? All right. Who's going to FaceTime me?
Probably nobody.
Oh, there's a good shot of Nate in this. Oh, he was a little baby.
Someone flagged the video?
Huh?
Like this video that we're on, Hayden, or the first two? Yeah, our first video, like the music was really loud, but the second video,
yeah, the second one wasn't. Like, it was softer. And Gunner, go do the work.
Too busy making breakfast.
Yeah, stop cooking and do this work.
Food can wait. we're hungry like all the time. Like you literally see me eat all the time. Multitasking.
It's because it's a steer.
No. Not the way that you had it.
And the game that you mentioned would be
Nothing.
came up in.
Literally, it was just that. That was it.
Like it wasn't
No.
design?
No. No.
Shooting range?
No.
Oh, okay, I got you. Was like really confused. I'm like, well, I mean, those are,
Yeah.
but okay, got you.
Wait.
Yeah. You know you're showing.
I know.
Okay. Oh. You gotta turn it up.
That's how I felt. That was how I felt.
That was how you felt when you looked at it? Okay. Daughter. None of the burners are lighting? Did you turn it to light?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Turn the gas on, and you know the long lighter thing that's in the drawer?
What the? I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my gosh, just turn the gas on. As soon as you turn it on, take the long lighter to it, and it will light. I promise. Oh my gosh, it's so scary.
She's gonna burn the house down. We might die soon.
All of a sudden, we hear screaming.
Wait, what was your story? The microwave's on fire.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think
fire.
I don't think she would do that.
No, she would not. She's over dramatic. Oh, my CCR class decided to do a bunch of stuff. I sent a message to everyone that hasn't done the stuff that they should have done by now. And just said, hey, you need to complete these things. Do them as soon as possible. If they're not done by spring break, don't be carrying zeros. I mean, yeah. If I don't, then they'll completely forget about it after spring break. So. That's the wrong assignment. think he's confused as to what he's supposed to do. Yeah, no, I mean, those things came out during that time. Like when I started researching, that's why some of our games are those. But I think he's confused that it needs to be a shooting booth or it needs to be an axe throwing thing. And you're incorporating those things into those games, not coming up with those games.
Because it's just like images of games in his research.
Like, yeah. Well, I know Nazi did because we're doing the Yahtzee. The big Yahtzee things. My sister has one we're gonna try to steal. And then
Christian, we don't have a submission for the materials list because we haven't given you the approved stuff yet. So hold off on that.
That's a good question. If anyone from group 121, so 1-2 group 1, if you guys could look at the comment I just gave you on your group contract. Wow, wake up.
I literally just turned my sound off too because I saw it coming. All right, guys. Time to start coming back.
So I didn't have anyone ask me questions. I didn't have anyone FaceTime me or ask questions on here. Did you have any messages sent to you? Because I didn't have any.
Nope.
So I'm going to assume that we're ready to do this live quizzes thing. It should just automatically go for you. I don't have to set the quiz up.
Well, Gunnar, you should have done your homework.
All right, so you're going to join the live quiz is competition. Your code is 197812.
Those of you that are saying you're still doing notes, that was your homework. Sorry about you. We have to move on.
Yep, so that'll be on you, and you can do this later as a homework. Ashlyn only got one IXL thing done. Ashlyn, did it just take you a really long time to get in, or what happened? Oh, because there were two parts. I bet that she just meant one part. If you did the sector one, you're probably, because of what we've done before with shaded regions, Ashlyn, you're probably okay to go ahead and do the quizzes.
She said, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit start. I'll zoom in so you'll still be able to see the code if you need to get in after I've hit start. So good luck. We don't want to get copyrighted.
Is it yours?
Here, I'll just turn that down. There we go. Ooh, our accuracy is not too great right now. James is on top. Oh, Christian just knocked him out.
It's gotta be Christian. Didn't he?
I don't know. He didn't put a last name. But I haven't seen Christian Turner on here yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Christian talking about Christian anyways.
Guys, I hope you're actually working them now and not just guessing. Christian remains on top, which is weird because Alexis hasn't missed any, and she's not. Oh, they're tied. All these are tied for first.
Oh, nope, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Christian just bumped him.
Alexis.
Go Alexis. And Riley just jumped up. Jose.
Christian's just faster than you guys.
It's just remaining on top there. We should have had little American flags and we could have waved them. Dang it. Who's going to take it? We've got a three-way tie between Christian, Riley, and Jose. Oh, not anymore. Riley just took first. Is anyone going to be able to bump him?
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
You get a redemption question. Redeem yourselves. Oh, Chandler just snuck up into third.
Jose.
Ooh, Jose just tied for first. I don't know either. I know when we used to have the Echo system before Canvas, New Tech had Echo, we had kudos we could give out.
There's badges on Canvas. I think you get badges. You guys want some Canvas badges? We could set up like.
But badges
benchmarks.
are meant to be like kind of like certifications. And
Use
things.
them for whatever.
Really?
They want candy. Let's be real. They want food. Alexis, James,
Oh man, look at all
Chandler.
those people just tied for first.
Maybe it's a good thing we're not in school. We don't have that much candy.
It is much cheaper this way. I save
Yeah.
money not buying as much candy. We still got some people still playing. Look at Jana trying to creep up.
She's coming.
And she's done now. All right, let's see what it. Don't do it again. Don't do it twice on the live. If you don't like your score, you can always go back and do it later. So if you didn't get a score that you like, you can go back and do it later. Whatever you got here, I will just enter. You don't have to like take a screenshot and submit it. I'll enter it for you. I just pull the report. We did get better with the accuracy. So what that tells me, because the second half of this was the concentric circles, which is kind of, we've done that before. It was the shaded region, taking out the part that wasn't shaded. So it kind of tells me that we need more work with the sector stuff. And then I'll look at the most missed question and see. I thought Jeremy had already finished, but apparently not.
It was for a grade.
And Maria,
Carlos.
oh my gosh, are you kidding?
Everything we do is like
Yes.
some part of a grade.
It's 4th grade, man.
So you can redo it. That's good.
Maria's working hard and she's got 2 correct right now, so I don't want to like shut it down. But if I can have you guys tell me which one was the most difficult.
Christian says he got stuck on the first one.
The first one. Well, let me see what that first one was. And join game, and it's 197,812. 197,812. Oh, the first one was a concentric circle.
Riley got stuck on the last one. You don't need to do a retake for him, Ashlyn. You'll just retake it later.
So on this first one, you've got the 2 circles. We're going to pretend that's a circle. And you have the radius of this center one is 3 meters. And then they give you just this distance from here to here is 2. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out, first of all, the shaded region is this outer. And you want to know this area, right? So you're going to have to find the area of that big circle. And then you will have to find the area of the smaller circle and remove it. Right? So you're going to subtract that out. In order to find the areas, though, you need to know the radius of both the big and the small. The big circle, the radius, it's from this center point here all the way across. All the way across. So if this radius is 3, the radius is the same all the way around the circle, right? So that would mean that from here to here is 3. And then the rest of that is 2. So from here all the way across would be 3 plus 2, which is 5. So for the big circle, your radius is 5. And your small circle, the radius is 3. Does that help?
Christian said he just forgot to add.
Ah.
Who is the Zoinker? Is that James?
Hey, I still have 10 roasty bucks. How do I get a grade boost from those?
Hold on to him for right
yeah,
now.
just hang on to them.
Let's see what happens.
When we get back to class, you can trade them in. Do I need to explain more on that, or is that good for right now? And Riley said the last
Christian
one.
said he's good. Naya, yes, as in yes, you need more explanation, or yes, you're good. More explanation. Which part of it?
Sorry, that was me getting it right.
Which part of it tripped you up?
Do you understand the radius thing? I'm going to need to stand for a minute.
Yes, but what does she do after?
Okay, so in the video, I explained that you need to take the area of your big circle and subtract the area of the small circle.
I'm gonna go.
So a white screen?
Yeah. I'm gonna just go to.
That's fine, right there.
Sorry.
Oh, it was better than what
I'm trying to get this because it will be pretty much.
Okay, so, and also in the video I talked about this symbol, that it's a circle. It looks like a donut, but it's really, it's representing a circle. It's an O with a center point, so that's how we in geometry represent a circle. But anyway, so you take the area of the big circle minus the area of the small, because you got to subtract out this small, we call this like the donut hole. And so the area of the big, you would do pi times the radius squared, and then so that's of the big, and then you still have pi times radius squared for the small. The radius for the big one is going to be 5. So this would be the radius of the smaller one is just going to be the 3. Once you get to this point, you have to treat the pi like it's a variable. So treat it kind of like we did the radicals. So we just said you can combine them if they're like terms, meaning if they have the same thing. So those would both have pi. So you would just combine their the numbers that are being multiplied with them. So this one would be 25 pi's. I like to switch it and put the pi on the other side, kind of like when we say x, 25x. And then this would be 9 pi. And then you would just simply subtract the coefficients or the numbers being multiplied with them. Let's see if I can do this one in my head so I can keep going. I got it right. Oh, I'm moving up on the board.
Naya says she gets it now.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I'd have to guess on this one.
You can't say that because they're like, we have to calculate. Why would you
Well,
have to guess?
because I'm trying to get to the last one because Riley had a question on the last one. So I'm just going to, oh my God, I guessed right. I did do an educated guess.
I definitely need some of this background music. Just sitting and doing nothing. Except when he's quiet.
All right, I'm on the last one. The last one is a sector one. So again, on the notes, I talked about the formula that you would use. So whenever you have just a section of a circle, or a sector is what we call it. So this one, they say that this angle is 65 degrees right there. And they say that this radius is 17. It's a radius because it's from the center point out. And they say, what is the area of the shaded region? And the shaded is the sector here. So this is your shaded. What you're going to do is you're going to use the formula where you've got the area is equal to the measure of your central angle. And I talk about what central angle is in that video. So the measure of your central angle over 360 times, and then it is multiplied with the area of that entire circle.
Riley says he knows how to set it up. He just doesn't know how to simplify it.
Oh, okay. So then we've got 65 over 360 pi, and then 17 squared. What's 17 squared? 500, no. 300 and something.
289.
Is it 289? 289 pi. That's multiplied with 65 over 360. I would simplify the 65 over 360 to start. They both end in a 5 or a 0, which means you can divide it by 5 to start off with. So I would do that. And then that would give you 13 over 72, I believe. Yep. $13 over 72, and then times 289 pi, and then you would just multiply straight across, straight across. Once you do this part, so your answers are in decimal, and it says round to the nearest tenth. I always wait until the very end to round, and I say that in the video. So I would go ahead and multiply these two together, the 13 and the 289, then divide by 72, and then multiply it times pi and use the pi function. Unless it tells you otherwise, you use the pi function. Does that help a little bit? So it's okay. All right.
Yes, that helps a lot.
Okay, so I think that's all for this. Let's see if I can guess on this one. I got it. How did I only come in fourth? I got them all right.
No, you're in first place.
Oh, it said fourth. Yeah, final rank, fourth out of 16. That's still lame. I got them all right.
There was like 7 people that got them all right.
Whatever. It's because I had to stop and explain.
You're also the teacher.
Okay. Are there any other questions on any of this that I can help right now? On the note sheet, there is a direct tie into where you're going to see this within your games, like calculating the area stuff. And we haven't really got to talk about how that ties into the probability because that is tomorrow. So tomorrow, you are going to do a lesson, and I'm going to have it pre-made, like a video pre-made of me talking through the area probability. So when we're talking about like these shooting ranges or the axe throwing, we talk about the probability of it. We're assuming they hit somewhere on your game. And yeah, they're going to hit somewhere on that game. And in order to calculate probability, you have to know the area of the winning spot. So for probability of like 1 point or the point range 1 to 5, you'd have to calculate the area of all those things and then find the probability that way. And I will talk you through that tomorrow. But that's why we're doing these area things, because you're going to have some designs where your targets are going to be sliced. They're not going to be perfect circles, or they're going to be like looking like concentric circles like we've been doing. And so you're going to need to know how to do that. So that's the reasoning behind all this.
All right, so we're gonna get off here. I'm gonna bring the dogs in one more time for those.
Oh yeah, we got to show the doggies
one more
because
time.
some people didn't get to see the doggies.
Oh, and there was a few people that sent me pictures. So let me show that real quick before.
I'm gonna have Miss Molly jump up on the chair because she likes to join us at our kitchen table. So she'll just jump up there.
Alexis Taylor. Sorry, Lexi Taylor.
Oh, we got more picture?
Yeah, there was 2 more that.
Yay!
So Lexi, rapping America with the
Nice.
Blues.
Oh, hang on, I gotta erase so we can see it.
What are you watching? What is that? Anyway. And then Danny. And again, I am posting these pictures on Instagram. If you want to check it out, you're going to be Instagram.
Is it
Not
on
so
our
famous.
page, our Instagram?
It's the New Tech Engineering one. There's Danny. Boots, flannel.
Check it out.
I do have, look, watch. I got one sock that is striped and one sock that is stars. Yep, there's that.
Oh my.
I know. All right, puppies. And
Yep.
then I'm going to make a Google Hangout, and I will send the link if you guys want to join.
Send it in messages.
Yeah, I'll send it in Canvas messages. I don't know that I can screen share my iPad, but I will go live on my laptop, so that way if I need to show my iPad and show me sketching, I can do that. So, yeah.
All right. Come on.
We're not going to play music, so we're not going to get restricted.
Miss Molly, puppies. No, up here. Over here. Over here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Here you go. Here. Sit up here. All right. Can you see Miss Molly?
Kind of.
There's Miss Molly. Say hi, Miss Molly. She's got little bitty legs. She's just a little short, low rider dog. And then here's Roxy. Roxy, smile for the camera. Hey, Roxy. Roxy, up here. Hey, that's the mentally challenged one. See, she went running out. Roxy, come here. Come here.
Oh, look, it's my sock now.
See, oh, Roxy. Yes. She's the one that has the dork leg. This leg right here. It doesn't really work.
No.
Oh, she sees your
I
food.
know. Snacks. I gotta have my snacks.
She brought a bunch of snacks over here like I wouldn't feed her.
I'm always eating. I don't know. Tomorrow is prom theme, but we'll be back at my house, and it's Kilo's second birthday.
Woo!
So we're gonna celebrate that too. I'm not getting him a party
Oh,
hat.
that's why we're dressing all up.
Yeah, we have to dress fancy for his birthday. So
All right, we're going to sign off here. Look for the message with the Hangout if you're needing some help with anything. Work with your group members. Connect with them. If you have not been grouped, holy smokes, Batman. Get your stuff in so you get grouped.
there are 7 people in 4-5. Like, we're working on a group right now, like 2 groups right now. So we're like this close, and you will be grouped today. Look out for your messages because I will be sending them.
All right. See ya.